However, I will be in the kitchen cooking, so if I don't respond right away, that's because I'm running from my kitchen. Alright.
All right, the ritual is a success, and I will describe what you see around you in a moment.
All right.
Once Grim gets back.
Woohoo! All of a sudden, I want cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
cake is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so your ritual succeeds, and it takes you to another realm, and this is where you guys end up. You look around, and you're in this enormous underground cavern, dimly illuminated by multicolored phosphorescent fungus. And it looks like some kind of camp, because there's like tents and stuff.
Okay.
But near you are six
Oh,
ghouls
of course.
that are all making these like ritualistic, like chanting sounds and gestures.
Oh,
And does anybody happen to speak a language called Necrol?
no.
Nope.
And
Thanks
nobody
for
has
asking.
tongues or comprehend languages on, right?
No.
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 It's fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
So, beyond these chanting ghouls, you can see dozens of other ones within these, like, around these tents and, like, just within this camp, like, so apparently preparing for what looks like battle. They're, like, arranging themselves into little strike teams, and others are strapping on makeshift armor, and others spar with each other. But when you guys
Uh,
appear, and, like, these
Hmm.
ghouls finally, like, snap out of their chanting, they they like they look up at you with like big like hungry eyes for a moment, and then they throw themselves like at your feet and like prostrating themselves before you.
weird.
And it seems like they're muttering something very excitedly, but you don't understand what they're saying. Does anybody do anything?
Trying to see if I
I
have like comprehend languages, but I don't even have that spell.
I just kind
I'm
of
pretty sure
wave
sister has tongues.
in a friendly manner.
Yeah, Sister Rhea definitely has tongues, but I think I don't know if he has it prepared, but
Let's see.
But I'll try.
It is a second level Inquisitor spell, and he does have second level Inquisitor spell. He's cast it before on himself, right?
Yeah, that's how he recently he's used it.
He's needed it because he's built around intimidating people, and in order to intimidate people, you have to be able to speak with them. So it
Right.
was kind of required for his build.
Okay, well, we'll say that he has prepared at least one, if not two. And who wants to be able to speak?
Mm.
Go ahead, finger him.
You guys
You got this,
nominating
Toledo.
Fingram?
I mean, he's got the
Yep.
charisma. I don't.
No, I definitely don't have the charisma. My charisma's 7.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't have
guess
charisma.
I have the charisma. I have the charisma. I guess I will.
So who is that?
It's me, Cormac.
Okay, then we'll
think-
give you tongues.
I think Cormac is like the backup party face.
Tongues will last about 70 minutes.
Alright. I'll keep
So
that.
once the spell goes off, you can kind of start making some sense of what these ghouls are mumbling.
Okay.
It's still not completely clear to you, but it seems like they're saying prayers. And they're thanking someone or something from like the great dark beyond for answering their prayers.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to figure out, like, from what they're saying, if they tried to summon something. Or, like, basically what they're thanking them for. Try to discern that, what they're thinking.
Yeah, you don't have to
From
roll,
that.
but that's like kind of what you're discerning here is that it seems like they beseech something like a deity of theirs for help, and it seems like they believe that they have summoned you, or that you were an answer to their prayer.
Okay. He'll let the party know that, like, they think their deity or whatever sent us.
Okay,
So
okay.
let's keep that in mind.
Tell him. Yes, that is correct.
He'll say yeah. He doesn't know what the deity's name is or what it is, but he'll say we were sent by the powerful one. He's gonna bluff. His bluff sucks though. He
Oh.
beats in it.
I have a penalty to it, so
Okay.
better
Well,
than
it
me
seems
by
like they're all quite
significant.
like enchanted with you guys to a certain degree. Like they don't even like want to make eye contact with you. They're just that humble. Until
Okay.
one of these other creatures steps up.
Oh.
He does look like a ghoul, but he looks significantly different than the other. Just the shape of his head and his body, and the fact that he is wearing like nice armor stands out already. But you hear him speaking, and Sister Maria, Fingrim, and Kudu, you don't understand what he says, but you do for some reason, Cormac.
Mm-hmm. What is he saying?
He kind of pushes through some of the chanting ghouls, and they back up. And this green-skinned creature comes and he openly makes it known that he wishes to parley with you, but not first without getting to at least know your names and who you are. He introduces himself as he simply calls himself Wilkins.
I'm Jane.
What?
Kudu calls herself Jane. Don't ask questions.
He'll Cormac will relay what this ghoul wants. He says, what should I tell him?
I guess you could introduce us as a traveling band of odd jobs crew, I guess, as an odd jobs crew. Yeah,
He just
odd jobs
introduced
crew.
us as the mercenaries.
I mean, you probably want to give names too, but as for who we are, I suppose you could just tell them that we do odd jobs, fix problems, because I'm sure that everybody seems to have problems, right?
Sure.
And
Alright, names. What names do you want me to give them?
you can just give them my normal name as far as I'm concerned.
Alright. He'll point and say, this is Jane, as he points to Kudu. This is Fingram and Maria.
Captain Doctor
And-
Sister Maria.
Yeah, Captain Dr. Sister Maria. He won't go the whole title, just say Sister Maria. Or Maria.
I'm not sure how Mantis is gonna handle like being in this situation. He's
Yeah.
surrounded by undead things.
Oh no, I know. Cormac's itching to kind of fight, but he also knows that we're surrounded. And for right now, they are respecting us. And he'll say Corp.
Well, the undead aren't exactly blasphemous to your god,
Yeah, that's
Cormac. They're more to his deity.
Mm-hmm.
true. Yeah. Because they can be warriors, yeah. And he'll say Cormac is my name.
Alright.
And we are
Well, yeah,
mercenaries.
He introduces himself as, you may call me Wilkins. He says that despite your strange circumstances of coming here, I believe you more than I believe these groveling creatures.
Okay. He'll just say okay.
It is most fortuitous that you appear here and now. And I would ask that you consider a proposal.
He'll say, what's your proposal?
He says, to cut right to the chase, I want you to join us for an attack. But I'm sure you want to know more of the detail.
Yes, of course.
Okay. He begins to explain. He says, a large tribe of beasts named Googs currently occupy one of our sacred necropoli.
Oh.
And like a necropolis, for anybody who doesn't know, is like a it's like a it's like a really big graveyard or cemetery, like town size.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ghoul
Areas
Town.
of like Yeah, areas of like religious worship that are mostly about like the internment of the dead. So it makes
Or
sense that
living in
ghouls
their
hold
case.
these places like as their centers of worship and day-to-day life
Yeah.
Yep.
for a ghoul.
Okay. He nods his head.
So this necropolis had to be abandoned a few years ago. And these gugs moved in once our people left. I and my fellows learned of this occupation, and we deemed it a defilement of our proud history and tradition. We've gathered what lesser ghouls that we can, and he points to these ones that are still kind of like in awe of you, and he says, "These are the most numerous allies we could marshal and muster on such short notice to help drive out the Gugs. These lesser ghouls decided to It seems they decided to perform a ritual to summon more allies. I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually work."
He'll say, well, we're here.
Ta-da!
He says, "For whatever reason, you are here. There's a certain plaza that we believe is likely to be lightly guarded by these Gugs. It has strategic significance in our overall battle. But if we plan to succeed, then this plaza must be taken."
Okay. He, I'm guessing, like, out of character, or I guess in character, because Cormac knows kind of, like, summoning, like, extra planar allies, that there's, like, an offering, usually.
Mm-hmm.
You might do the bargain part, but he'll say, okay, what do you need us to do?
He says that this plaza, called the Plaza of Bones, is a natural choke point in the necropolis, and all he wants you to do is to simply take it and destroy anything else that occupies it there that isn't a ghoul.
Cormac will say,
Uh,
let me talk to my friends here, and we'll see. He'll relay whatever this guy's saying, basically.
well, it does sound like something that we could do, but uh, how does it get us the skull that we're looking for?
Maybe it's in the city. Did you ask about the school?
No, not yet.
No, it seems like an odd thing to ask, especially with a bunch of ghouls right around us. Hey, we're looking for the
Yeah, we're
skull of
asking.
ghoul royalty.
Well, no,
Yeah.
God sent us, right? Maybe that's why God sent us. Their God, whatever God it is.
Say, and what will we get out of it?
Payment for your services. I see. He he reaches into like one of his packs and he pulls out these nice looking little gemstones that fit in his hand, 10 of them. And he says, I offer you these chrysoberyls for your service.
Gems are so.
Cormac will say, we don't seek gems. How about this? We do what you need us to do, and we will say, at the end of it, we'll ask our price, or we'll take what is owed.
He gives you like a scrutinizing, squinty look.
He
I'll
attempts
roll
to
that
roll a
just in
sense
case.
motive.
Well, he 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 scratches his chin and says, if you will fight, then we will have you.
Cormac will say, fighting's my middle name. They will kind of laugh at that.
But he does say that if what you want is more valuable than these gems, then we will have deliberation, and we won't promise that you'll get what you ask for if it is so valuable or rare.
He'll say to the party, is that agreeable? I mean, we kind of say we're in a tough spot here.
I mean, there's no
Um,
harm in going with him for now, right?
Yeah.
Cormac will say, so be it. He'll say,
Okay.
yeah, basically, so be it. Lead the way, or show us where we need to go. Am I not supposed to be able to see anything past him?
Correct.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I've cut off some of the map.
Okay. I was just making sure because you were describing it. I didn't see it, but it's all good.
Okay, well, he says that he will direct you where to go. And within a few minutes, several like groups of ghouls begin to depart, making their journey towards the necropolis. And Wilkins explains that while they are breaking into their strike forces to assault the city from different directions, you will be taking the Plaza of Bones before he pursues his own attack.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Alright.
he directs you where it is that you're going to go, and he tells you that what you'll find is first the promenade. You'll see columns of pillars that march down, that mark the promenade, and he says all you have to do is follow them down until you find the plaza. There, there's a mausoleum.
Okay.
And all you need to do is make sure that you secure this ground.
Okay.
And
Okay,
as you
it's
said
just
once
like-
before, to
Do we know what we're
destroy
fighting?
anything that is not a ghoul. He did say something to Cormac.
The grog, or
Grog.
they'll
A
try to
gug.
knowledge them. Gug. They'll try to knowledge it. What knowledge is required for that?
This is going to be knowledge engineering, I think. Yep, knowledge engineering. Okay. This is something that you might have actually heard of. You've heard of lots of things that dwell within the deep places of the world. Deep, deep underground. But, Gugs are these, like, inhuman monstrosities that were supposedly banished to the Dark Lands by ancient gods, and in general the light-loving races.
Yeah. So
These things are pretty big. They are about 16 feet tall and weigh nearly 2,000 pounds.
So they're huge.
Not quite huge.
Large then. Alright.
Yeah.
Do I know
And
the
while
weaknesses
these things
or
are very, well, while they are very, like, violent and bestial in their hunting, they are intelligent. They are also multi-armed creatures, and they prefer to attack with their claws and a bite. Because they have like those faces that like open up like a big mouth.
Yeah. They have eyes. Usually things like that don't.
Yeah, you think they do have eyes, and they have very good senses of sight, especially in the dark.
Okay. I'm glad I prepared one spell.
But they don't particularly have any other offenses other than like their physical ones.
Okay. Any weaknesses?
No outstanding weaknesses, but you think that because they've like survived for so long underground that they're immune to like mundane things like disease and poison. And that they can also they can get into places creatures their size normally shouldn't be able to.
So they can squeeze. Cormac will describe what we're going to be fighting. Or what we'll be dealing with. Because he knows if we're actually going to fight him or not.
All right. But yeah, that's the kind of creature this guy says that they are fighting against.
Yeah, like maybe we'll
So,
actually want to like work with those things instead, because we're looking for for like a ghoul skull.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or at least let them deplenish the numbers of goals, so if we do have to fight the goals, it's not as bad.
But
Okay.
we'll see. I don't know what's going on here really.
We're gonna help them take over the
Well-
necropolis from these things.
Yeah.
We're winging it hard.
If we see a
Yeah, but I mean-
skull, then we take it and run.
Yep.
Because we don't need to be here any longer than that, right? So that's my.
So yep,
plan.
he directs you to where he wants you to go, and with his directions,
All right.
you go on your way, and you do actually see that you see where it was he was talking about, and the path lies open before you. You guys see that?
Yes.
Mhm.
You see the promenade.
Yeah.
Now I was gonna say that I think I'm actually gonna call the session early tonight,
Okay.
just because we're gonna go into like a lot of combat here, and I don't want to run Mantis's character
That's
that
fair.
much,
Yeah.
and because I kind
Yeah.
of want to see how he responds to all of this now that
All
you guys
this-
are away from
yeah.
the ghouls. He's like, all right, guys, like here's the new plan.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I was,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
he
thinking
might-
about that too.
He might have the same idea as we do, where he's like, let's just team up with the Gugs and like go fight the ghouls. I don't know. The Gugs sound pretty terrifying too, though. They might not be as willing to talk with us when we first see them anyway. They might just attack us on sight. I don't know.
Maybe. From that like knowledge dungeoneering roll, you actually got pretty close to like the DC, so you know that these creatures are very dangerous compared to your guys' power.
No. Snap.
Like one of these things is lethal versus you guys. Like very lethal.
Okay. Keep that in mind. I was actually
inhuman strength.
I was almost gonna say let's call it before we even started talking to him, but
Because
It's all
you
good.
beat the DC by 2.
nice.
Because the DC formula is typically 10 plus the thing's CR.
I didn't roll it because I can understand, but I probably know
Oh
about
yeah,
these
you
too.
could have
If-
easily beaten it.
especially if
Well,
Cormac
once
tells
Cormac
me,
describes it to you,
I probably
yeah,
maybe
like,
know a
you
little bit
know.
more, or like at least know the same
maybe
thing.
you do know about more. I'll give you this, Fingrim. Maybe you do know about these because you're being a dwarf. You know about a lot of the other monsters that are underground.
Yeah, no, my dwarf specifically is from a part that's close to the Darklands, like closer to the Darklands than a lot of the dwarven like sky citadels are. So he might have actually encountered these before. Not that he would remember because he doesn't have his memories, but he might
Yeah.
remember these. He might remember
A lot
these
of,
and not
like,
know
the-
why.
Yeah, so maybe you know that a lot of the underground races, like your own, know Gugs as like they are intelligent creatures, but they're savage. Like they have their own leaders and their own spiritual leaders, I guess. But in general, every Gug is a savage fighter. And like when they hunt, they will hunt something for days, like even weeks, venturing beyond their caves, where like their ability to compress themselves and like climb effortlessly uh, makes the difference between them and their prey.
They're aberrations, right? Like that's their type.
They're aberrations. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not
So
natural.
I also have defense. Like my alternate racial trait is the one that gives me +2 AC versus those instead of versus giants, because
Mhm.
it's the deep warrior alternate racial trait. Like that's so yeah. Like I probably have encountered, or like maybe not encountered these, but I know about them because of
Yeah,
like
and it would make
living-
sense to you
living
that the
close to 'em.
ghouls like are kind of afraid of them because these are creatures that can survive on carrion and undead flesh. So ghouls are just as much a meal to them as like fungi, slimes, and mold.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if they speak Undercommon. I have that language.
You know that they do,
All right, perfect. I can talk with them.
but you also know that they have rend, and they have 4 claw attack.
Yeah.
And they hate dwarves.
Well, and they hate dwarves. Yeah, that's all right though, because I hate them too, and I get a +2 AC bonus. Let's see if I just if I just go all crane style versus them, I can cast like shield. I'll have like 33 AC versus them or something. Like that ought to be good for something, right?
That's pretty good. That's a very
Yeah.
high AC for your level.
Yes, but only if I have like
33 is,
shield
yeah,
up.
really good.
Yeah, if I have shield on and I'm fighting defensively.
That's like what Brugar goes up to.
Yeah, and I have because it's only like it would only be 31, which is still pretty good, honestly. But if I was like didn't or hold on a second, no, it's 32 rather, not 33. And that's also with haste on as well.
Yeah, that's super good.
But
You
yeah,
could
that's pretty good
probably
for this
tank
level.
one of these things. I expect that you'd still get hit a couple of times, but it wouldn't be
Yeah,
like
they have so many
every attack.
attacks. Yeah, they have so many attacks, but I'd probably be unlikely to get rended too often. But I'd likely, because they're attacking 4 times around, I'd probably still get hit a decent amount.
Well, you're probably the only character who could survive like 1 or 2 full rounds from them.
Yeah,
The rest of your teammates would be looking pretty bad.
yeah. Well, hopefully we don't have to fight them.
Yeah, hopefully. But alright, yeah, if you guys are okay with it, I'm actually going to end session here. And give
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
fine
a
with
little
that.
bit more experience for completing the research on that ghoul skull. Because I gave you the XP for the breaking off the dance promises.
Yeah. I named
Okay,
the
so
session
this was...
Finding Lady Splinterbone, even though that was actually, like, didn't take very long.
That's an extra 800 experience
Yay!
for researching the ghoul skull.
Alright. We're still,
Yep.
like, 20,000 away from next level, but...
That's fine.
Yep. I expect that you guys will be around level 8 by the time you finish all of these preliminary dream quests and get all
Well,
the
we already
items.
are level 8, so we'll probably still be level 8, I
Or well,
guess.
9.
Okay.
You'll be level 9, I think.
By the
You'll
time
have
we
like
finish
20,000
it.
experience by the time you
I
finish all
could
the
s-
preliminary dream quests.
Yeah, I could see that, because there's still, like, 3 more of those.
Well, because
We
remember,
tend to...
once you have all the items, the Yellow King says that he'll take you to go see the
Right.
poet.
But I mean, yeah, what I'm saying is we got about three left, I think, still to get, right?
After this
Or
one,
maybe,
assuming you get it.
yeah, and each time we do this, we get about a little bit over 5,000 generally
Yep.
per
And there are things that
quest.
there are events that will happen in the real world. Just they're gonna happen when the days line up with them.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna power level in the dream world, in the hyperbolic
Right.
dream world or whatever, and we'll
Yeah, the
come back
hyperbolic
and
time chamber.
yeah, and they'll be like, they'll show up
And
and be
you'll
like,
steamroll
yeah,
them.
and we'll just steamroll them, which is fine. We're just like, yeah, this is. I mean, that's the thing, though. They don't know what you're gonna do. Like, I bet a lot of people pace themselves a lot slower on this stuff, especially if they aren't good at,
Probably.
if they don't have a lot of characters that are like really good at research.
Yeah, the research might take longer for other parties because it's like, well, we didn't make a whole lot of progress this time.
Right. We happen to have like 2 int-based
Yeah, you
casters.
guys are able to hit like into the 30s, so like that's
Yeah.
already a success, and you get 1 extra more like hit point of the library for like how much you exceed the DC.
And like I
But
said,
yeah,
our lead
alright.
researchers are usually int-based casters, so you also get a bigger bonus on the D12, and like, yeah, we got a lot of stuff working in our favor for research.
Okay, yep. Well, despite it being a short session, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
that was-
available for next Friday, so plans are on to continue, hopefully with Mantis and everybody else.
Yeah,
I don't have any plans for next Friday other than
Oh, hey,
this,
look!
so-
Actually, this thing on the cover is a Gug.
I already closed it.
Oh yeah,
But
damn,
yeah.
that looks fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah, they're not pleasant to look at.
It looks basically like a four-armed venom
A venom.
with a bigger mouth.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna close this up, and I'll see you
Okay, I see it.
guys, some of you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be out for Kingmaker tomorrow.
The
Sweet.
Kingmaker. Yep. And
Talk to you guys.
Grim, I'll see you maybe Sunday for.
Yeah, yeah,
Is it?
I should